Hey, so today I'm going to talk about an email that somebody, I think her name was Emily, sent me a while back. And Emily was saying that she's in recovery from a restrictive eating disorder and she's trying her best to respond to hunger, which is great. But one of the things that's really getting to her is that just being, her parents have, oh, Dave just did a really big jump, quite impressive. Her parents have their own medical conditions, which mean that they have to, or have been instructed to by a doctor, to restrict certain types of food. Whereas she has restrictive eating disorder and she's trying to eat as much as possible and recover. And so she says that one of the bigger problems for her at the moment is justifying being able to eat and really responding to hunger and eating all of the high fat, high sugar foods that she really wants, while her parents are following one of her parents is following a more restrictive diet. And I know that that's a really common problem. I think that there must be a reason why our brains are so messed up when it comes to comparing what we eat to what other people eat, and only feel that it's safe for us to eat, especially highly caloric foods, if other people are doing so too. And if we go back to human migration, and if anorexia is a migration response, and if you are migrating as a tribe of people, I think that, say for example, if you decided to go hunting and get the highly caloric food and nobody else did, then that would definitely be a risk to your life, and it was very unlikely that you would survive. And so we only want to go and get highly caloric food if other people are getting it as well. And I think that that comes from somewhere, because it's just too common for it to be a coincidence that all the people with anorexia genetics have this same thing about only feeling that we're safe and allowed to eat highly caloric food if other people are doing it too. It's just a little bit too much of a coincidence for me to think that that is not in some way genetically hardwired. But it's a problem, isn't it? Difficult to overcome. I think that you can try and logic yourself out of it. So take it, for example, you have an undernutrition problem. You have a restrictive eating disorder. That's your deal. Your mom or your dad might not have. Your sister might not have. Your best friend might not have. That is their deal. And there's probably, for everything else in that could be a medical condition, you would not think, wow, that person's having to take medicine. I need to take some. I need to do the same thing that they are. Or that person doesn't have to take medicine, so I'm not going to take it at all. Right? That would be weird. Or if your mum had cancer, you'd be like, right, I've got to shave my head. I've got to go and have chemotherapy as well because they're doing it. Or if you had cancer, you wouldn't drag everybody else along with you and say, you've all got to have chemo because I'm having chemo. That would be absurd. Yet we do it all the time when we're in eating disorder recovery now, don't we? It's like, I really want a piece of chocolate cake, but I'm only going to have one if that person has one. What the fuck is that? Individuals. You're an individual, your friends are individuals, your parents are individuals. Your body is telling you what it needs. You don't need to worry about what somebody else's body is telling them that they need or what their deal is. It's all about what is relevant to you and your body, and you have to keep your brain very, very stuck on that. What is the truth? The truth is that I want another slice of chocolate cake. That truth stands to be true regardless of any external or environmental truths. Another truth might be my mum isn't having another piece of chocolate cake. That still doesn't make it not any less true that I want another piece of chocolate cake. It doesn't matter what's going on, what everybody else around you is doing. You have to respond to what is true for you. And if your body is telling you, I want to eat a shit ton of food, then that's just the truth. And what anybody else is eating or not eating doesn't affect that. This is between you and your body. That is all. And if your body communicates to you, I want more food, then your job as a responsible body owner, or whatever it is that we are, is to fulfill that and to eat more food. Okay?